Peace be with you, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Trevor. Really grateful to have you here, and a special thank you to all my subscribers who like these videos. I really appreciate the support that you provide me here at the channel. So without further ado, I'm going to get right into this review here. This is a recap of my weekly rotation for about the third week of April here. I believe the 17th up to the 23rd. So starting off with Monday. Monday, after a heat wave that we had in the second week of April where it was almost 80 degrees and sunny the entire week, we got hit this past Monday with snow. So it was kind of a big upset, I guess you could say, in terms of the weather, but that's just what it's like living in the Midwest. Sometimes you get all four seasons in one day. So because it was snowing on Monday, I decided to reach for this one right here. This is Tom Ford's Ombre Leather Parfum. Now, I grabbed this one because it's got that violet leaf addition to the original Tom Ford DNA, so it's got a little bit of an added ozonic quality I thought would be good for this spring atmosphere. So it was still snowy, kind of wanted to grab something a little bit more dense, rich, deep. Really love the Tom Ford DNA. However, my wearing experience this past Monday was disappointing, I guess. I don't know whether it was just because of the bright green grass and the foliage that was coming in on the buds on the trees, but this one just felt very out of place. Despite the added ozonic qualities from the violet leaf, maybe giving it some more watery nuances to this DNA, I just felt that this was too dry for the lush atmosphere that was going on, and there was a little bit of a dissonance going for the day. I don't know, it just wasn't an enjoyable wear that last Monday for whatever reason. I do particularly love this DNA. I got a lot of good pleasurable experiences out of it this past winter, but just wasn't really hitting right on Monday despite the snow that we had. Nonetheless, really great stuff. I think either this or the original Tom Ford are fine picks if you wanted to look into this one. But that was just my experience for this past Monday, Tom Ford's Ombre Leather Parfum. Tuesday was sunny, starting to warm up a little bit more. It was about 50 degrees the entire day, so I wanted to grab something that was a little bit more in the barbershop fougere category. I really enjoy that shaving foam, clean cut, old school kind of style fragrance. And so I went with this one right here. This is Rive Gauche Pour Homme from YSL. This is the La Collection version. Discontinued fragrance, unfortunately, but an iconic one as well. One of the best shaving foam fragrances that you can get, at least the ones that I've tried. Beautiful kind of sweet quality to it. I don't think it's not listed in the note breakdown here in the bottle, but I believe there is a star anise kind of black licorice style sweetness that's going on underneath of some very nice aromatic outdoorsy fern kind of accords. Beautiful fragrance. Really a little bit sad that this wasn't a 100 ml bottle. I've only had this for a few months and I've already put quite a little dent in it. But yeah, like I said, beautiful stuff. Matched perfectly with the weather, with that cool spring breeze, a little bit of sun shining down, playing nicely with the green accords in here. Incredible shaving foam barbershop style fragrance for Tuesday. That was Rive Gauche Pour Homme. So Wednesday I had two fragrances. I started the day off. It was sunny and 70 degrees. We were climbing back up in terms of temperature. And I did a full review of this one, shot a video for it on Wednesday. That is Missoni Parfum Pour Homme. See if you can't get a little bit better view of the bottle there. It's kind of dark in the ring light reflection, but yeah, so kind of a combination of Bleu de Chanel and Platinum Egoiste from Chanel. A little bit more of a soapy take on the fresh, woody, citrusy shower gel DNA. Slightly synthetic in certain aspects, but really high quality stuff. Like I said, I did a full review. You can go and check that out. But really pleasurable wear on Wednesday with this one. I believe I went out on a walk on Wednesday, I want to say. Was wearing this one out at the park, taking my daughter in the stroller. Really enjoyable. And then I decided to go with the second fragrance on my way into work that day. The temperature was dropping a little bit. The sun's receded behind some clouds. And so for work, I went ahead and grabbed this one, Dior Homme 2020. So this one, just amazing, versatile, modern fragrance. It kind of deviates away from that blue fresh shower gel versatility and inclines more towards a kind of woody, slightly bright fragrance, somewhat in the same vein as Terre d'Hermes, but without a lot of the dirtiness. But it's just kind of got that semi-sweet, dry, powdery woods. Amazing stuff. Have gotten compliments on this one. I've had somebody at work ask me what this was so they could buy it for their boyfriend. Really great, versatile fragrance. I think it's, if I had to pick one season to wear this one in, I think it would be the fall. But since here we have in the spring where I'm at, 50 degrees and cloudy, that's very fall-like weather, even though we're in the spring here. So like I said, great versatile pick, and I think a modern masterpiece from Dior. That was Dior Homme 2020. So let's see, Thursday I also wore 2 fragrances. So at the day side, when I was at work, it was sunny, about 60 degrees, and some light sprinkles going on. So there was a little bit of rain, but it was still sunny out, so you had like those rainbows and that type of atmosphere. Beautiful kind of spring weather. So I went with this one, Armaf Club de Nuit Sillage Silver Mountain Water Cologne, with a little bit better projection and longevity, trading off for a lack of fruitiness and, well, I shouldn't say lack of fruitiness. This one, the bergamot is very prevalent, so you get a nice juicy kind of citric quality in that respect. The Silver Mountain Water, I get a little bit more of the black currant, and it's got more of a cantaloupe melon type vibe that this one lacks. This one does have some floral nuances though as well that kind of makes it unique from the classic Silver Mountain Water. But overall, it emulates that fresh mountain spring kind of brisk air quality that Silver Mountain Water has, and like I said, a little bit better projection and longevity. Really enjoyable wear, and matched up with the weather patterns that were going on for Thursday during the daytime as well. So pleasantly surprised by this one. Didn't like it at first, but the more I've worn it, the more it's grown on me, and the more I think this is a great replacement for Silver Mountain Water in terms of price to value proposition. And out of all the kind of tacky Armaf Middle Eastern bottles, I think this one is kind of, aesthetically pleasing. I like this sort of broken river green, like glass that they have going on in here. It's still a fingerprint magnet, but cool stuff nonetheless. This is Armaf Sillage for Thursday. And then Thursday evening, it was the end of Ramadan, the last day of fasting. It was the, so I kind of had like an Eid celebration on Thursday night. Me and my manager split a bunch of food, and we brought it in, got it catered in for the staff at my work, and kind of hung out and just feasted to celebrate the end of Ramadan. And so for the evening, I wore Dior Homme Original. The temperature kind of dropped down a bit. It was like, when I was wearing Sillage during the day side, it was like 60 degrees, a little bit warm, slight sprinkling, kind of mellowed down, got a little bit more cold, cloudy, probably down into the 50-degree range. So I went with this one back to the restaurant to, enjoy the Eid celebration. And yeah, just beautiful iris, classic scent DNA. It's just a little bit more fresh and versatile than Dior Homme Intense or any of the other style like Givenchy Gentleman line. A little bit less dense, a little bit more palpable in the springtime. Good for transitional seasons like spring and autumn, this one. And just a classy, elegant, sophisticated, and happy fragrance. That was Dior Homme Original for Thursday night. Okay, so Friday, I was kind of in a rush to get to work, so I didn't have a lot of time. I just kind of grabbed something. I wish I would have wore something a little bit more special because it was officially Eid day on Friday. But I just went ahead and grabbed this one in a rush. This was Hermes H24 Eau de Parfum. I wouldn't say I got a compliment on this one, but somebody said they're like, who smells like fabric softener? So I wouldn't quite say that was a compliment, and I kind of agree with that sentiment. I grabbed this one because I hadn't really got many wears with it, and I wanted to wanted to get some more testing out of it and get some more wears. And it's pleasant, but like in a fabric softener kind of way, so I don't think it is very outstanding. I know this one's gotten quite a bit of hype, especially from some reviewers that I respect, like Sebastian over at The Perfume Guy. He said he really enjoyed this one. I think Max Forte and Justin Copeland all said that they enjoyed this one as well, but for me it's just not quite doing it. Maybe I'm going to give it some more chances when the weather warms up a bit. I do get, like steamed linen, fabric softener, a little bit of fruitiness that almost smells like an unripe banana in the opening. Yeah, I don't know. It's only a so-so fragrance for me, so it was a little bit of a letdown of a wear on Friday. But, gonna get some more wears out of this right now. It's not striking me as a favorite, however. So that was H24 EDP from Hermes for Friday. Okay, Saturday. Saturday just kind of had a lazy day, was recuperating, getting my energy back, filling up on calories, went and did a little bit of laundry, just kind of ran around, but was mostly relaxing around the house. Also, I believe it was like a little cloudy and 60 degrees, I want to say. But I just went ahead and put this one on. Hommage à l'Homme from Lalique. I think recently discontinued, unfortunately, but one of the best violet fragrances I've ever put my nose on. Beautiful candied violet with a western oud woodiness, some black pepper, and some musks. Beautiful stuff, a personal signature scent of mine. Luckily do have a backup bottle of this one. Really love the presentation on this as well. Like I said, yeah, just a beautiful violet fragrance, kind of matched that spring atmosphere with the ozonic qualities that this has. But it's also woody and rich, sophisticated and elegant. Perfect for any time during the spring, I would say. A very enjoyable, relaxing day with this one. This is Hommage à l'Homme for Saturday. And then finally Sunday, I also had two fragrances. So the majority of the day, I rock this one right here, L'Insoumis from the House of Lalique. Neo Fougere, kind of nice aromatic shaving foam with a slight sweetness and a modern touch from an added rum note. A little bit of sourness from a basil in the opening and some clary sage. But just beautiful stuff. And I did get a compliment on this one. I went and dined out at the restaurant where I worked. One of the servers there said I smelled really good when I was walking in with this one. Yeah, like I said, just I also have a full review on this one if you want to go check out and learn a little bit more about it. But it's a great Neo Fougere, nice basil mojito and shaving cream is the best way to describe this. Incredible stuff and incredible for the price. You can find this usually for like $30-ish. Testers are even cheaper. And mine came with a cap, so yeah, Lalique never disappoints, and really enjoyable wear on Friday with this, or sorry, this was Sunday. Sunday, Lalique L'Insoumis. And then Sunday after I got home, finished all of the errands for the day, and took another shower. I was shooting a video on my entire collection. You can go check that out. It's a series I'm doing, detailing every fragrance I own. And this was my scent of the night for last night. This is Eau Sauvage Parfum, the 2012 version. I was reviewing this for that video, and it just smelled so good I had to put it on and just enjoyed it to bed that evening. Just beautiful wafts of sweet, dense, resinous myrrh and woods, and that kind of bright citric quality over the top with citron. Some dense lavender was very relaxing before bed as well. Beautiful stuff, probably not worth paying an arm and a leg for unless you really are a collector. Like I am, I actually picked this up after it was discontinued. I think I paid close to $300 for it. I'm happy with paying that because this is, in my opinion, that beautiful, but it's probably not worth it for some of you. Nonetheless, beautiful stuff, beautiful evening, Sunday night, Eau Sauvage Parfum 2012. So that was a recap of my weekly rotation this third week of April here. Let me know what your rotation was in the comment section down below. Let me know if you've tried any of these, what your thoughts on them are as well. And if you've made it this long, consider subscribing if you're not already. And I appreciate you sticking with me to the end. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.